welcome to my channel. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. Now, you'll see that there's a bit of a difference if you were watching last week's Whip and Chat in the amount that I've done. I was actually recording yesterday and decided to diamond paint without recording. So I actually did this bit here and the bit of her dress that cuts in between. So yeah, we're nearly finished. This is probably going to take next to no time now. Yeah, I just went with the flow of the lines, so yeah, it's all done. All right, this is, ooh, excuse me, oh, sandy eyes still. This is Galaxy, as you can see, yon chick over here, the one with the hair. I think both Rachel and I will be finished well, I'm going to be finished. I think Rachel will be finished this week as well. I caught up with her live with Patreon, and we're both in the same section, so it's like, yay, so much purple hair. She's almost got as much hair as me. It's crazy. The pen I'm using, if you don't already recognize it, is the Bethlehem Olive. Forgive me for not remembering the pen maker. Memory is not what it was, and I love it anyway. To kind of give a bit of a recap, or just say, hey, subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber and you'd like to subscribe, I do all kinds of crafts. I mostly am stitching these days, but I also get yarn stuff. I knit on the way into work and on the way home if I'm not too tired and I still have daylight. And I get cross-stitchy toys and stuff. I haven't actually bought a diamond painting in a while, mainly because DAC has been out of stock, and I bulk order anyway, and so it's kind of hard when there's one thing there that I want but the other three things might not be there, so I can't put an order in. It's a little bit frustrating, this whole shipping, and it's good for them. The craft is growing and they all just fell off. But it's not good for me from a shipping point of view. And then of course there was the bit of the hoopla with the free shipping over a certain amount went, but they are introducing something else for us, international, so that's going to be really good. So it will make it a little bit more easy to either spread payments with the afterpay or whatever it is that you need to do. So keep your eyes posted on the changes that DAC are doing, because they are looking out for their customers in general, and I know they are just as disappointed not to have a service that they can deliver, which is why they had to cut out the free shipping for a bit. Now I'd be quite happy to pay a nominal shipping even, you know, so it's kind of like part payment, but they were supplementing it anyway. Besides the point, shipping is gone super crazy slow at the moment as well. Well, actually it's hit and miss. Maybe it depends on where it comes out from, because sometimes it ships in next to no time and other times it sits in customs for 10 days in Illinois and then another week in Melbourne, and it's like, I just wanted my box. Yeah, so that was a little frustrating. I was waiting on my Autumn in Stars hollow box with all the stitchy goodness, because everyone kept saying how good it was and I still hadn't got my mitts on it. But I got it and I opened it yesterday and that was all kinds of cool. This last week I've just had a full week in work. I have been dealing with some health issues, scares or whatever, that have been investigated. Pretty much if you want more information on that kind of thing, I need you to be my Patreon. At the vlog tier, it's $20 a month. It means that you get the price of a coffee. You get to sit down and have a chat with me every week, and you get the behind the scenes stuff. So it guards my privacy, and you know, it supports my channel too. So you may not get all of that information here. sorry, big piece of resin goop and not a drill. But look at this, all of these colours are now finished. Of course, I'll probably spot one in a second that I've missed. I know, it's crazy. So it's cold this morning. It's cold and wet. We had gorgeous fog yesterday. With visibility was just like the neighbour's house, and that was it. That was quite nice. Yesterday was a crazy day. Marcus has been cleaning out the pantry and then putting down vinyl on the shelves, and then we're putting in these huge baskets to be able to see everything in. So my kitchen has been in a state of chaos for the week, but it'll be really, really good when it's finished. The orderliness and the clean and all of that kind of thing. So yesterday was also spent with the whole scrubbing and cleaning carpets and all of that kind of stuff that we've put off doing for way too long. What else have we been doing? Been catching up. I mentioned this on my vlog. I've been catching up or binge watching on things like NCIS. And it's my trashy, don't need to concentrate, end of the day stuff that I can watch and snigger at the looks that Gibbs is giving to DiNozzo. Although yesterday I'd forgotten that the end of series 2 had such a horrible ending, and it was just like, what the? Yeah. So on to the next. Hubby binge watches Money Heist, which is a Spanish overdubbed heist movie with the professor being the mad genius who comes up with all of these alternate kind of reality plans almost, and it all works out in the end. It's quite incredible. Just that he thinks every single scenario and has a contingency plan for it all. The dubbing is my problem with it. The mouths move in Spanish and the sounds that you hear are in English, and it's like, I'm not really coping, so I kind of half listen. And then hubby's getting frustrated because he has to explain whatever just missed. It's like, oh. Well, I could have watched it the first time. No. The other thing he's watching is Lupin. It's a Netflix thing. Netflix actually has, I found, an awful lot of European TV. So Lupin is the French one. And it was actually really nice to see some of the scenery around Normandy with the... Okay, so in Dover, there's the White Cliffs of Dover that you've probably heard about the song or whatever, and you may have even seen the White Cliffs of Dover. They're chalk cliffs on the coast, and it's just this white, sheer rock, and the grass top. Really, really pretty. Well, there's actually white cliffs on the other side of the channel down at Normandy. So, clearly this is a geographical phenomenon, let's say. I don't know if geographical is the right word. But it's a phenomenon that, you know, that lump there connects to that lump there, and, you know, maybe they were further together when the world was not, as it, husband said square, when the world was tightly packed before it all kind of divided, you know, the whole continental drift or whatever it is, that scientists say happened, and the continents split. Maybe it was closer together, and therefore that's why the cliffs are so close. Geographically, it's just the water between them. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense, I suppose, how at one point, you know, things were you know, interlocked, and you can see maybe how it was interlocked, but as to how long that interlocking happened, who knows. And depending on whether you are of the creationist philosophy, I think creationists are the Bible version of creation. God said and it happened. And then there's the scientists who say we are however many millions of years old, and then you've got the dinosaur era, the Neanderthal era, all of these periods, Paleolithic, Neolithic, all of these ethics saying how old the world really is. Well, some people actually say that Genesis 1 takes those millions of years to explain the 7-day thing. Maybe it was made so that it was a simple story, a bit like the Australians will have. Sorry, I'm getting choked by this t-shirt. I don't know what it is with this t-shirt. It's a v-neck, but it's very high. We have what's called Dreamtime stories in Australia. The elders or the Aboriginals will tell these stories based on creation. You've got the serpent, you've got the there's other things as well that are core to creation. Very, very similar to the Bible stories, which is, you know, ironically weird given that, you know, the Bible was Israel, Palestine area. They've still got that kind of almost creationist, the God or the Mother Earth or whatever deity. Maybe. No, there's not a single entity. No, it's not a single God. But you would have it probably if you dabble with any of the Native American kind of folklore as well, where you've got the spiritual aspect to creation and nature and all of that kind of thing. So the stories are there around the world. So scientists are able to kind of carbon date and all of this kind of thing. Although I did read, apparently they can't carbon date anything post 1945 in Hiroshima because there's too much radioactive carbons after the bomb. But it showed a before and after picture. It was one of those, if you're on Facebook too much, like me, you see these damn ads that pop up, and I'm getting really sick of them because they actually don't show the clickbait on the photo at the front, and you see these photos and you kind of go, okay, well, what's that? I'm going to read the pictures or the article. So you get a little article, it's like 2 paragraphs, you get a photograph, and then the rest is ad, and then this is consistent, and they never show you what the clickbait has on their picture thumbnail. And you actually sometimes are better off going to the comments and going, that picture never exists, and it's like, okay, I'm not even going to bother. Sometimes I'm interested because it's, I don't know, it's something different from around the world. Like this morning was stuff about Japan, and there were weirdly 2 photographs saying how good the hospital food was in Japan. Maybe to a Westerner looking at the hospital food, it looks okay. In reality, maybe not. I know when my son was in the hospital with his wife last week having their baby, he was on hospital food, and it was a private hospital, but it still was not restaurant quality food or anything like that, I think. It's, in some ways, it's just not possible. When you're mass catering to wards, and it's just not, it's too many people to, it's more like army food or something, you know, like feeding the masses, it's slop. I had the same in boarding school. There was only, you know, however many students then. Yeah, you know, I can't actually remember when I was in boarding school what we did at lunchtime with day students there, because it was a mixed school with boarders and day students. And day students wouldn't be coming in to eat food, but the boarders would have had to have been fed. I actually can't remember. It's one of those frustrating things that I have actually blocked out those memories. All I remember was I was always starving, and especially on the weekends, because on the weekends we got treats. On the weekends we got a packet of chips with our tea, and we got a chocolate bar. And I was reminded of this because I went onto my importer page. They had a Facebook ad. And I went onto the importer page just to see what the story was with Irish chocolate. And they had on sale in the sales section a bar called a macaron or macaroon bar. I think it was a macaroon bar. And it's basically a chocolate bar with coconut bits in it, I think. And it was compound chocolate. It was all kinds of gross. I hated it. But that was a normal staple. And it's still got the same wrapping from 30 years ago. It's that like waxed paper look. Yeah. It's like, you'd think they would upgrade this thing. But no, it's still back in the Stone Ages. And of course the dairy milk bar looks completely different. And I don't actually know where it's made anymore. I don't know if there's a factory in Dublin for me to be able to get Irish chocolate. But either way, my supermarkets down here in Tassie are not doing it. So, yeah, I'm on rations. Yeah. It's sad. I'm telling you, it's sad. I've actually got a few of these. I'm going to use the bigger one. Yes. And it's not that I'm actually eating the chocolate like I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to snack between meals. And I tend just to have a bar of chocolate once a month. But yeah, it's a little bit sad that I can't actually get my chocolate. My security blanket is gone. That's the problem. Yeah, so what is it you're binging on TV? I have been binging on NCIS, CSI with, it's actually season 3. They don't actually have season 1 and 2 on binge at the moment. Or ever, I don't know. So I've just jumped into 3 because I already know the characters and all that kind of thing. So I've just jumped into season 3. Who cares? So CSI with Gil Grissom. Hawaii 5-0, the new one with the Bookham Dano line. I have finished Magnum PI. What else have I got? I was watching The Mentalist for a bit. I can't find Dexter. Somebody recommended Dexter to me at work, and I can't find Dexter on any of the subscriptions we've got. So we've got Netflix Binge and Amazon Prime. Cannot find Dexter on those. Haven't really looked too hard, you know, whether it might be on YouTube or not, or that kind of thing. But I've never watched Dexter. I know the premise, and I have never actually watched it. I'm just looking for long lines here. Hubby doesn't like rewatching things. Oh, the other thing I can't find is Grey's Anatomy.
I paid attention the first time.
Sorry?
I paid attention the first
He says
time.
yeah, it's not about paying attention. It's about rewatching something that you loved the first time.
Yeah, okay. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Oh.
Brazil.
God.
That you've never finished.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll watch it once, and that's pretty much it. Whereas I actually will watch and rewatch favourites.
Yeah, okay. A favourite for me has to be like over 8 out of 10.
Oh God.
If you're rewatching things that are 4 out of 10 at best, thinking, oh my God, kill me now.
Oh, maybe I just want mindless
Yes.
drivel in the background that I'm already familiar with.
God, same old punishment again and again.
Oh dear. Yeah, he walked out. Okay, I had the Gilmore Girls retreat. He walked out when I put the Gilmore Girls on, moaning and groaning and complaining, about this
Perfectly good money spent
crap
on TV just to
girly
watch stuff from 25 years ago that wasn't good at the time.
Dear. See what I've got to put up with, girls?
Oh,
It's terrible.
why do we pay for Netflix when you're going to watch crap like that?
I think it was on Netflix. Oh dear. There's no decent movies out. There was one that we watched that was made, I think it was made last year. Oh, they set it in Australia. No, it was an American movie that they recorded over in Australia because we had less COVID constrictions than the States had. What was that movie?
Which one? About what?
The one with all the Aussies in it.
That we haven't finished watching yet.
Oh, possibly. Oh dear.
Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers?
9 Perfect Strangers.
No, we watched the end of 9 Perfect Strangers. Or did we? Oh, maybe we didn't. No, it's the one with Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
as the
Is it 9 Perfect Strangers? Or something like
9 Perfect Strangers as the guru at a health spa that gets a little bit kooky.
that?
Well, not sure if the guru gets kooky. The movie gets kooky. Apparently, it's a little bit kind of what the, and you really don't know where this is going to go. There are no
He's
spoilers.
Australian. There's no
Yeah.
way they'd have flown him to the States to make a movie. It's not worth it.
This is what
And you
he's
go,
like.
This has got to be made in Australia.
Seriously, watching a movie with Marcus is like, you pick a movie, right? Fast and Furious. Put a movie on. And within 2 seconds, he's pausing the movie and he's going, he's Australian. What was he in? This is the man who declares he has a crap memory.
For a
And
decent reason.
too many blows to the head. But he says he's got a terrible memory, but I swear he can sniff an Aussie out of a cast of 1,000. It's just
Go on,
obscene.
geocaching you again then.
Oh shit. Sorry. There was a new geocache launched this week, right? You know I geocache. I've taken you geocaching with me in the past. There was a new geocache. Okay. Shush, Peanut Gallery. So, the geocache, I've got a radius of where I get alerts from. So I think my radius is like 15 kilometers from Hobart City. I get an email saying there's a new geocache. So I looked at it and it said it was 2.2 kilometers and looked it up and it was within 5 minutes from work. And it was like, okay, well, I'm busy right now. As soon as we finish work, can we go here? And it was on our way home. So we do, because Marcus is obliging like that, and he humours my obsessions. And we get to this little cul-de-sac, and there's some weird dude with a big, long, scraggly ZZ Top beard and a high-vis vest on, standing at the entrance to this tunnel. And it was like, I walk up to him going, you look a bit dodgy. Do you happen to be looking for a geocache? Sorry, my glasses are filthy, sorry. And he goes, yes, are you as well? Because, of course, the phone was out. You can spot a geocacher, usually, if you know what you're looking for, quite easily. And we introduced ourselves, and it's a geocacher that I've seen on the pages for so many years, and I had actually, I think, been emailing or messaging about one of his geocaches over with the puzzles that I could not figure out. So and this was a first to find. This is, it's a competition. There is, kudos points to be had here. So we're looking for this. The clue is Slim Shady, and I go, Slim Shady. All I can think of with Slim Shady is that stupid song that repeats itself. So I look up what the meaning was, and the meaning is a skinny, dark place, and the tunnel is a skinny, dark place. So I go walking down the tunnel after he had been up scrambling around some of the bushes and stuff and hadn't found it. Come back out. And Marcus has got out of the car. Now, he doesn't always get out of the car and start looking for geocaches with me. And I don't know why he got out. Why did you get out of the car?
Bored.
He got bored. Sophie was asleep in the car. And he came...
I'm a little bit concerned about you going down a long, dark tunnel with a strange...
bearded dude.
Dude in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it gets worse, trust me. So, we're... you know, kind of chatting, and he goes, oh yeah, there used to be a cache here. And I said, yeah, Nicole, or whoever the creator was, said that this is replacing a previous cache. And he's kind of feeling along pipework and that kind of thing. And we walk back out. Marcus is standing there at the end, and Marcus is kind of going...
No, you said...
I introduced.
No,
he said,
this is...
Marcus, this is... Albie, this is Marcus, and the two of them go tick, 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 and Marcus went
500 car club.
500 car club from 30 odd years ago, and he goes, yeah, and the two of them are like, and Albie actually knew the accident that Marcus had been in because it was at the time of the of that crash, and. As I say, he's standing there like ZZ Top. He hasn't shaved his beard off. Marcus has a seasonal beard. Poof. He looks like a gnome. He looks like a gnome.
In a good way.
In a good way. Yeah, I know. I like his. I like his beard. I like his beard. And seriously, I can't take him anywhere. We go out and we meet friends of mine or people I know, and Marcus is going.
Oh,
I know you. You were in such and such in primary school. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like you were in this primary school group 50 years ago, 45 years ago. And it's just uncanny.
Yes.
And he keeps telling me he's got a bad memory.
I don't remember that.
Look, it's a running joke now because he can remember faces and... It's so hilarious. It really is. But yeah, we go to this geocaching site. We meet this dodgy bearded dude, and it turns out to be somebody that he knows. I can't take him anywhere, seriously. But Albie ended up putting his hand onto... There was two posts to stop cars. He just does the geocaching thing. It's the next best thing. It's kind of like go for the fence tops. And he puts his hand on it and he pops off the top and he goes, oh, would it be this? You know, as it's hanging on a little wire and a line down it. So yeah, it was really funny. So we shared the first to find, and Marcus got to go and giggle his way home because he knew a geocacher from way back.
It was just one of those, you can't
you know, yeah. But he sniggered the whole way home. It was really funny. And it was a nice way to end the day, just grabbing a fun cache that wasn't going to take much time and that kind of thing. You know, it was just fun. Yeah. I'm going to go back onto the large head again because we're nearly there. Although maybe I should single place so that I drag out the time. I'm going to get more of these. I have to say, I'm dealing with health issues at the moment, and I'm feeling quite chesty. And I'm talking to my doctor tomorrow, so I mean I could speculate and self-diagnose and say it's this, but I'm going to hold off and wait for him to confirm or deny. But I have had some reassurance of what it is or what it isn't. But yeah, so I'm just feeling quite I don't know, breathless.
Stop diagnosing.
No, I'm just feeling like I need to keep catching my breath. It's like I feel like I've got a cough, a chest infection, but I don't. So forgive me if I have to pause from jabbering. It's the expo this weekend. Pre-orders will have been done by the time this video goes up. If you're into cross-stitching, there are 2 expos a year, I think. No, well, sorry, there's not. There's more. But this is an online expo. This is the I think it's Needlecraft Expo. But there's one in March, and then there's this one pre-Halloween kind of thing, Needlework Expo. And there are other big retreats as well. There's a StitchCon, I think some of the girls are talking about, maybe in Mississippi, and there are other things that are going on as well. So it's not the only expo or buying experience, but if you're into anything, this one has a theme called Meow the Merrier. Now last year was Moo the Merrier, and what they had organized was designers were given a sulky kit, which is a silk kit, I think. I don't know if sulky does cottons. I don't buy sulky. I don't know. I've only ever got sulky metallic for gridding gridding fabric, and I actually don't know if it's cotton or silk. Excuse my ignorance on that one. But they had a color scheme and they had to create a pattern around cows, moos. And there were some really fun ones, but this one was Meow the Merrier, and I was getting all kinds of excited thinking, oh my goodness, it's cats, it's going to be fantastic. I'm so disappointed that the cats are not as catty as I would like. They're all around Halloween, and I just don't do Halloween. So I'm a little bit kind of, oh, but there are some designs that I absolutely love. So I've been able to order some. So my local needle shop is ordering some stuff in. We've actually got our Stitchy group today as well. So I'm going to be heading out to join the girls for that. What else is happening? I've got my Stitchy retreat to start getting ready for. The diamond painting retreat is happening soon. The chuck-along is starting soon. If you're interested in the chuck-along, I think I'm going to be doing a Randall Spandler or Chuck next of diamond painting. Not quite. I think I don't know. I really don't know. I've got a Chuck Pinson, but it's a Dreamer's design. It's a Dreamer's design. That says enough. The grid is a complete nightmare to work on. I might do a Randall just because I need the cute dragons as a bit of a boost. Now you're ready? Are you watching? Look, I've got like 9 drills left. So the chuck-along is starting. If you want the information on that one, go to Mindy's Diamond Painting? Mindy's Diamond something? Anyway, go to see Mindy. I'm sure you know Mindy. If you know me, you probably know Mindy. Go to Mindy's channel and check out the chuck-along, or just YouTube search chuck-along and you'll see her announcement for this chuck-along that's coming up in the autumn, fall, whatever you want to call it. And pick your chuck piece. Alright. I'm done. That is the last drill. Okay, I'm gonna put the tray out of the way. And I'm going to roller the corner. Ooh. That is a completely extra drill. Who knows what colour that was. Okay. Now I roller each section. If you've been watching my videos, I roller each section as I do it. But when I've finished, I will roller it again because, well, to be honest, this baby has not been opened for the duration. I haven't seen her, and I haven't seen if she's missing any drills. There's a Pippa here. Thankfully I just seem to be molting the grey ones. What I will do in a minute, I will zoom out and do a show and reveal, but for now you can just sit there and I'll drink my coffee. Oh, sorry. Turn that off. Okay, see, no gaps. So, gaps. Alright. This is normal. Hang on, let me shrink this. I just need to grab a corner, sorry. Oh, you. Sorry, tech issues. It's just ratios. Oh. I'm getting there. So, okay, there's my pad. Do you see all these gaps? You need the gaps with the squares, because if you don't have the gaps, you won't be able to get the drill in. So that's all quite normal. Alright, don't panic if you see these gaps when you've got your light pad on, because you don't have it lit from behind when you've got it framed. Okay, so you take the light behind it and you stick that in the frame. You are not going to see the gaps unless you're going up to it like this and you're going, oh, there's a gap there and there's a gap there, or you're kind of going, I have no idea what this hobby is, what the heck? And you go up close and you look at all of these drills and you kind of think, how the heck? And you're working out how it works, so you can see the different facets up close. Generally with any painting, you're going to stand back. And that's what you see. You don't see the gaps. So please, please, please do not stress if you see gaps in your squares as you're working. Like I can see a horrific gap here. Just get your pen and nudge on either direction, because what's ended up happening is they've got too tightly packed up there and then they just move a little, and because it's the poured glue, there's actually a little bit of wiggle room in them, and they can wander just a smidge. Rounds wander more because they're not as constrained. So the line that you really need to concentrate on with the square drills is your outside 3 rows. Once your outside 3 rows are bedded down on whatever corner you start on, then everything else will kind of line up with it, so you'll be fine. I think Rachel was talking about having some issues with the colour of her arms not matching the colour of her face. Like I say, I haven't opened her. I haven't actually seen. I will say I've gone to the Diamond Art Club site recently, and I'm not liking what's happening with some of the rendering. I know they've pulled Lost Child. I'm going to just zoom me out while I chat, because I can. I know they've pulled Lost Child. Lost Child doesn't look like what you think if you don't know what it looks like. It's the girl in all kind of browns with the long hair, and I think there's a cat in the background, a tabby cat, and there was somebody saying that it looked like it was cross-eyed, possibly even Rachel. They didn't like how it rendered. Now, to be honest, you could have moved that white pupil highlight over and it probably would match and look fine, not like she was cross-eyed. It's just where they put the shine. But I think what they seem to be doing, they're trying to render pictures that have too much detail in them, and something is going a bit awry because they can't replicate that detail, and I don't know, the colours don't seem to be as rich and vibrant as we expect. I don't know what it is. Haven't really been able to put my thumb on it. Maybe it's just down to the detail. Over ambitious because people want, for instance, Josephine Wall kind of work, and Josephine Wall is just too busy for a diamond painting of a decent size, and people don't want to do the monstrous pieces. Like Rachel has been doing this forever, and sorry, Rachel, I'm picking on you. Rachel has been doing this forever, and she said that the one she's just finished, the cartoony one, that she did for the rainbow thingy in June. I don't know the cartoon, so I can't speak to it, but it's 137 long, which is around about the dragonling with the train of dreams, I think it might be. It's almost as long as that. She has never done a piece that big, or finished a piece that big, I should say. I have 2 customs. One I'm doing, which is my view, and that's, I think, 100. And the other one, I think, is 120. But I haven't done them, haven't finished them. And I can't remember if I got the Train of Dreams or it's on my wish list to get because it was out of stock. I have a box that was shipped that I still haven't opened. I still have paintings that I have and not done unboxings on my channel for, simply because the stock hasn't been there, and I like unboxing for you on stock that's there so you can say, I like it, I want to go get it. I don't like that when I unbox and it's not available for you. It just, okay, it's of interest to see maybe what my opinion is, but I like you to be able to kind of go, oh, I love that, go buy it, and it's available. So that's why I kind of pick and choose which ones I unbox. So I have a bit to catch up on with those, which is kind of why the diamond painting has kind of eased off a bit as well. Like, I do enjoy doing it. I did have issues sitting at the desk. I did have issues, you know, with the back and everything else, so I couldn't sit here, whereas I could sit on the couch and could do the cross stitching. So yeah, I may get back into diamond painting. Now that this one's finished. This was all of the purples, seriously. It was insane, the amount of purple. Like I said, she has so much hair. Look, you can't see my hair. There's, you know, my hair. It actually goes down to my butt. And it's layered. And I like it. And look, it's got these stunning grey highlights here. I'm getting old. Oh dear. So maybe I'll go to a round. This was my first square DAC. Not my first square, but my first square DAC. The drills are fine. There are a little kind of, there's a couple of bits where there was those little pokey bits out the side of the square. Sorry, I've got floof stuck in the glue. Tweezers. So from that point of view, I wasn't trashing them. I was just leaving some space or putting them on the edge or whatever it was, or just not using them, and they're in my spare stash. There is a bucket load of drills spare. So this thing still weighs a ton. It feels like I've still got full drills. Okay, so all of my spares have been dispensed. All right, let's go through this. These are my extra ABs. Where am I? Okay, so not many ABs. That's 1, 2, and 3. My white. And then, you know, you've got extras. Let's do these 2 at a time. These are all leftovers. And what I will do is when I consolidate these, I actually put them into Ziploc bags. See, there's quite a few there. These are all purple. I will consolidate them for DAC. Look at all those. Into bags of drills that I already have, and then any new ones will get their own bags. But look at all these spares. There's heaps. And yes, I was worried that I might run out of look at, it's like hardly any of that one used. You know, but plenty of spares to roll over. You know, and I've got to bag all these up, peel the stickers. Actually, what I do is I peel the sticker off with the symbol and leave the number on the jar. The number on the jar then gets reused. So I'll just show you there. So I will peel off the sticker that has the symbol on it. So that long piece, where is my nail? Here. So I'll peel off this long sticker and put that on the Ziploc bag. I will also write on the Ziploc bag with a Sharpie because the stickers don't necessarily stick. These are either... No, I think these are actually the stickers from DAC. So it's this sticker that I chopped up. So they're not necessarily replaceable, but what I can do is I slide my tweezers under it, one edge, and then gently lift, and it peels off without much issue. If it breaks, I've got paper glue, a glue stick that I will use to stick it onto the Ziploc bag. And then they all get stored with all my DAC drills together. I may even do a kit down video in the next video, simply because I've got to go out today. So I may do a kitting down and just chat with you on my next Whip and Chat or midweek video. Yeah, so plenty of drills. I have ordered a kit from DAC where there was a stuff up. It was I think it's Once Upon a Time, the red one. And I know she's a character from one of the stories. It's Mandy Manzano. She's all in red. She's the mother of, I don't know, it's not Snow White, it's one of them, kind of thing. And she's holding something in her hand. Anyway, when I was unboxing it, one of my subscribers pointed out to me that... dirty glasses. I hate dirty glasses. One of my subscribers pointed out to me that I was missing drills. That I should, in fact, have had 10 bags, 10 extra large bags, or 9 extra large bags of 310. And all I had was something like 2. So I sent a message to DAC and they sent me out bags, and I got the bags and I went, this is not enough. So I sent them another email saying, look, I'm missing 9 large bags of 310. Can you please send me enough that I'm gonna have enough drills? And they sent me out another load, and they're spending a fortune on the shipping, like a ridiculous amount of money on shipping me these drills from somebody on Etsy. And I still don't know if I've got enough to actually finish it, but between my other kits and everything else, I may have enough. So we'll see how we go. I think I have a spare large bag of 310 or something available, you know, in my stash as it is. So it's not like I don't have some spares, but it was just like, oh my goodness. So be careful if you have ordered the Once Upon a Time. It may be missing drills. Check your bags. You need to have, I think, 9. And if you watch my video of the Once Upon a Time unboxing, I think I have the edit in there of what you need, or it's in the comments how many that you actually need. And you can also cross compare it. I think Rachel also has unboxed it. You can also search her channel for that one, and you can double check how many you should have with how many you actually have, and if you have a deficit, then contact DAC and get them to organize spare drills. They don't actually carry spare drills themselves in New Jersey, or maybe they do now, but they certainly didn't, so it could be a bit of time for you to get it sorted out, but at least you get it done in a timely fashion, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted it in a timely fashion rather than going whenever I get around to doing it. Oh, damn it, I'm missing drills. Now I need to contact you, but I'm actually working on this piece. That kind of thing, so yeah. So hopefully there's not too many issues with that. It may be even discontinued on the site because of this issue that they found with the short drills. It's almost like it's missing one strip of the extra drills for some reason, just with the packing. I don't know. Very weird. Have you tried their new drills? Have you got some of the new kits that have their new drills in them? Are you finding that they're different? Let me know. As I say, I haven't had a new kit from them for a while. I'm not sure what kits have got the new drills in them. I knew they were transferring the 310s, but then they were also making their own other drills. So yeah, that'll be exciting to see. So let me know if you're using those and what the difference is. The shimmer and shine on this is all kinds of cool, because I've got the lights and it's like fireflies. So I'm watching this gorgeous shimmer. Yeah, cool. You ready to see her? I might wrap it up soon because we're at 50 minutes anyway. I still haven't seen her. I've opened this away from me. You ready? See, look, do you see this shimmer and shine? It's because I have a million lights. I'm going to stand up. Look at, and you can see the real picture over there on the thumbnail. And I'm going to go straighten. There we go. So Rachel had a problem with her skin. I think it's just the shadowing. It's not a big deal for me. But I'm going to lose sight of the camera in a second because it's going to go over my face. But look, she does match. The whites, the highlights of the arm are maybe a bit weird. But there she is in all her glory and hair. Not the kind of thing I would put up in work. So I don't know where this is going to go. Probably just pinned up on my board behind me. But look! I have a finish! I'll put a quick video up as a review on DAC's site. Just to say, hey, it's finished, but look at the bling! That's all kinds of cool. Ain't she gorgeous? Erica the Goober. Erica Wiseman. Her art. And like I'm feeling that as I said, this has been rolled up for months and I'm not feeling drills popping, and trust me, I'd tell you if I was. The Huracan kit that I worked on, it is actually up there, it's behind a few things now. The popping drills on that were just obscene, and the very first kit that I ever bought from Amazon, that was a cat. That was horrendous. The popping drills were awful. This has got no popping drills whatsoever. I think there's a large drill where the drill is kind of a slightly higher, fatter drill than the others around it. But you're not going to be hearing any clicking. I'm not feeling it, and you can feel it when you run your hand over the top. You can actually feel where the drills are, you know, sticking up and everything else. Maybe you need to. I'm sure anyone would feel it. I maybe particularly feel it. I'm quite tactile. But yeah, so no popping drills. There's no way I would worry about this needing to be sealed or anything like that. The overlap from the overlap from the sticky on the outside is non-existent. But what I do have is one of these. Timo, Diamond Painting with Sparklers, sent me these. I think I bought them as well. But she sent these out with one of my deliveries, and you can basically get some cornstarch and just dust the outer edge just to take that sticky out. The other thing you can do, if you don't like these borders on the side, you can paint the edge, or that's where you butt your mat up to. So if you're going to frame this, keep the mat. See, look, at the top of that is all kinds of grubby and sticky, so I'll probably wash that with a baby wipe and put the cornstarch down if it then needs it to clean that. But leave the outer edge because it's something to put the mat against and give pressure. The mat may or may not then cover the first line of drills just to give a crisp edge. Pay the money for a good mat, which could be 20-30 bucks. I'm picking figures actually, to be honest. A mat from a proper framing shop you know, is going to be cheaper than just a frame. And you can get cheap frames. You could get flea market frames, discount store frames that, you know, have those stock images, crappy kind of things, but the frame itself is okay. Put the money into the mat and frame it. And yeah, the other thing you could do is paint that canvas edge. These canvases are artist canvases, so it's not like you couldn't paint them. Paint them with an acrylic paint, and you won't see that. And then you can mount that on the wall, you know, with many different means. Command have an awful lot of wall fixing tricks with sticky pads and all of that kind of stuff that you could stick them up on the wall and then use the Diamond Art Club frame as a frame. Bit like DIY Moonshop kind of have their paintings finished. They have like a border, pretty matte border that they kind of finish off their canvases with, and they look like a painting. So yeah, there's things like that you can do to help spread the cost. It's not going to eliminate the cost. It's going to cost, you know, a bit to get a frame for this. Even if your frame is not the same shape, your mat can allow for that as well. So measure and go and talk to your friendly art shop or flea market, get a painting big enough, and then get the mat to fill in the bits. That's, you know, what you could do. She's so pretty. But all the purple. Sophie, look, she's finished.
Oh, sparkly.
It is sparkly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see.
You know I haven't got her up on the screen.
Yeah, but I can't see you.
You can see me.
Mm.
Alright. Cool. I'm going to let you go. Look out for the finish video. What I'll do is I'll zoom in on bits and do, you know, a bit of magic trickery and all that kind of thing, and put a short video up on Instagram and put a review up on Diamond Art Club now that it's finished. I don't necessarily go with the whole reviewing the item before I've actually done it, unless there's something horrific about unboxing. I'm not going to give a negative instant review. I need to have done it. So yeah, you'll see the review there as well. And don't forget, if you keep, okay, you need to do a couple of things. You need to keep your email from Diamond Art Club when they send you saying, hey, you have diamond art paintings to review. Keep that email, because you need to use that link to review the item and gain points. So you get points for uploading photos, for uploading videos, and for writing a review. So there's 3 separate kind of categories that you can gain points on. So depending on what you put in, you get more and more points as a member. So but you need to use that link, because that hyperlink that they give you is linked to your account. So if you just put a review on Galaxy on the website, they're not going to link it to you being the purchaser and verified as a purchaser or anything like that. So get your points, and be an active participant in Diamond Art Club, and help their business, you know, just with support, or say you like this, you don't like it, give your feedback. And if you need to, email them. If it's going to be a negative feedback, email them and say, hey, look, I had an issue with this and this is what the issue were. Can you just keep it in mind for future? Because it's not going to just affect you, it's going to be affecting the business. You know, but if you have a shipping issue, chances are it's your shipper. Sorry. the stories that we get of UPSs leaving stuff and stealing, not UPS stealing, but porch pirate stealing and stuff is horrible. We don't deal with that so much here, or certainly don't hear about it here. We have stupid couriers who say they knock and they haven't. You know, we've come out of the door having been in the house all morning and there's stuff at the front door and it's like, far out, they could have knocked. That kind of thing.
I usually catch them running.
Yeah, hubby catches them running. One idiot decided to put our wine order on the wet ground and lifted something off our bench that's at the front door to cover it. So it leached up from the bottom and got wet, instead of putting the wine box on the bench. Genius. Real genius. Or he could have knocked on the door and, you know, we could have picked it up from dry. So we ended up having to empty the box because the box was then useless. It had soaked through because it had been lashing rain that day and everything was wet. Clowns. Anyway, that's my gripe for the day. Alright, I'll let you go and I will see you around in the next video. I'm going to finish my coffee and get ready to go play with the stitching. I'm going to be doing the cryptid frame still. I'm on the bottom line of the cryptid frame and then I've still got all the side and all the top to do and 3 days to do it in. I'm not going to get it done. But the drops are going to be hard and fast from here on out. I've just been busy doing Autumn in Stars hollow stitching. I finished that. I have a finish. I finished that yesterday. My floss arrived and I got it finished. So that's really, really cool. That's another one out of the way. And now I can get on to my parts again, which would be Letters from Hogwarts, Peppermint Purple, Steady Thread. I really need to catch up with the botanicals and with the Peppermint Purple black work. So yeah, been very, very slack on those. But at least I know with Peppermint Purple it's kind of like an hour and a half's work in each block. So it's, you know, reasonably quick-ish. Alright, I'll see you in the next video for a kit down. Potentially, unless I get to it before then. And I'll see you around. Please stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.